What's going on, everybody? Grant Alexander here with Van Dyke Mortgage. I just want to take a quick minute to go over some things that are happening right now in our real estate market, some things you're going to notice out there. Some of this might not be news to you, but I want to explain a couple things also. And if you've been out there at all looking for houses or looking to buy or thinking about selling and looking to buy again, you will notice one major thing. There's not a whole lot out there. Our inventory is extremely low right now. And what's that mean? It means right now we have about 1.8 months worth of inventory out there, and which means if another house doesn't come back on the market, we won't have any houses theoretically for sale in 1.8 months. So that's pretty low inventory, and there's a couple reasons why. If you looked at the Wall Street Journal this week, there was an article specific about Grand Rapids, but it's also affecting other people in the nation. But they noted Grand Rapids as the new housing crisis. The new housing crisis is the lack of housing. So one of the major things they pointed out was the lack of building. Right now, building new houses is at an all-time low, almost as low as it's been in U.S. history. So what's that mean? It means that we don't have enough houses being built to satisfy the amount of people that are moving into the area. So the amount of houses are fewer, which drives up prices, so on and so forth. But why is that? The economy's doing well, incomes are higher, and there's more lending happening. Why is it that they're not building more houses? Well, there's a few reasons why. One of the reasons is the cost of land and the cost of building has nearly doubled since 2008 when we had the last housing crisis. And another thing, during the last housing crisis, a lot of builders went out of business or they just left. So the builders that are here now are dealing with higher land prices and higher building costs. What does that mean? It means that they're building less first-time or first homes for people in the price range for the first-time home buyer. They're building houses at a higher price range with bigger margins, so it makes more sense for them. And they're building fewer houses. So when they're building bigger ones at a higher price range, they don't have to build as many. Another reason why building is so low is because there's not a whole lot of skilled trade workers out there right now. We've had decades of people pushing kids into college, saying you have to go to college, you have to do this, and less pushing them into the trade business. So what does that mean is a lot of people that are in the trade work business, carpentry, framing, roofing, those kind of things, they are aging out. The average age is 50, 60 years old, and there's not a whole new crop coming up underneath. So they're not able, even if they wanted to build these houses, there's not enough workers to build them or build them fast enough to satisfy the demand. Outside of building more houses, there's still another issue that's causing inventory to be extremely low right now. And that is people that are willing to sell their house, but they never list their house because they can't find anything to buy. That is the catch-22 that we are dealing with in real estate. Think about it. I would sell my house, but I can't find anything, so I don't, but I can't find anything because people like me aren't listing their house. That's the stuff that we're dealing with. So it's kind of the catch-22. How are you going to be able to find a house if people are thinking in that way of, okay, I can't list my house because I can't find my house? Well, you can't find a house because people aren't listing their house. So it's a catch-22 that we're dealing with right now. So how do we solve this? How do we create more inventory? How do we create more discussion in these areas? I mean, outside of building more houses and reducing land costs, reducing building material costs, or more builders coming to the area, more trade workers, these are fixes for building more homes. However, there's fixes that are going to take quite a bit of time to get to that point. Now, on the catch-22 side of people not listing their house because they can't find anything, how do we address these issues? One of the ways that we fix these things is we create more discussion. Find out that there are a lot of people out there that are in the same situation you are that would list their home if only they could find something. Wouldn't you like to know who out there is willing to list their home if only they could find something? And that's where we come into play. Find out more by clicking the link or visit sellgrandrapids.com to see what we're doing to try to help increase more inventory in this market.